right, shalom, boys here. Welcome to the covenant. Well, en route to Chuck E. Cheese to have some fun with the children before my son heads out to the summertime. But one of the things that was on my mind, and I was really thinking, and it goes to self-reflection as well. Why is it that a lot of people in the truth movement, fell for Trump? One of the main attributes of Donald Trump, which a lot of people admire, is that brash, real, down-to-earth, straight talk. As men, real men, we like dudes that just tell it like it is. And especially in this day and age, you don't see a lot of people just spit that truth, just talk their mind and don't care about what others have to say. And that's pretty much what we saw when it came to Trump and the campaign. You saw a person that just get up and just flat out just put media on blast, put his opponent on blast, and just not really caring. And a lot of people, we were very much attracted to that, and we equated somebody that talks like that to someone that's going to do right, do what's within the best interest of the people. When a lot of people just simply put, they just didn't realize that he was just playing an angle. And this is what these people do. They play an angle. They strike a chord in it, even though they're filled with lies. And look at Trump. Look at the end result. I always tell people, look at the results, because by their fruit, not by their words, you shall know them. When you look at the fruit of people and you look at the outcomes, you can always tell whether they were operating in the spirit of truth or the spirit of error, the spirit of honesty and righteousness and what they were saying and doing were in the best interest, or more so what they're saying is in the best interest of the people, or it was not in the best interest of the people. And we're seeing this fork-tongued devil. His lies are coming to pass, but guess what? He is now in a position of power. He's at where he's at because he lied to the very constituents that believed what he was saying, that believed that real brash talk, that believed that real talk. And now they're coming to find that he was nothing but a liar. And this is why the spirit of discernment is so important, because he's in that position now. Outside of an impeachment or something like that, there's nothing that you can do to remove him from that situation. This is why it's so important to spot these people beforehand. Now, people say, Kamala would have been just as worse, and I agree. We're at a state in this country where all you have at every level of society is the lesser of two evils. This devil on the right and this devil on the left, sitting there calling each other liars and crooks and thieves, and I tell you, it's sad. It really is. This is why it's so important to have a personal relationship with the Father, because the fear of man bringeth the snare, and those who trust in man, we're saying this. They trusted in man, and they did not trust in Yah. And it's sad. It really is unfortunate to see it. We see these prophecies. We see these words coming to pass right before our very eyes on every level of society. So, hey, I wasn't fooled. If you're a man of discernment, it's going to be extremely difficult to pull one over on someone. You want to understand the heart of man? Read the Psalms and the Proverbs. What does it say about giving to a rich man? What does it say about that? It's sad. It really is unfortunate. but this is what we have. This is the end result. And guess what? The American people are going to have to deal with this man. And all that's going to befall them as a direct result of not being self-sufficient and preparing, because, again, whether it's Kamala or Trump, I've been saying it for years. As long as you follow Yah's laws, you do not have to worry about man's laws. It's truly a license to walk in between the raindrops. And you may say it's difficult to walk in between the raindrops. I'll give you the analogy. There's 600 something laws in the Bible that the Most High gave to Mizraim, or gave to Israelites when they came out of Mizraim, or a mixed multitude when they came out of Mizraim. And all of those are not applicable to every single person. There's laws regarding the priesthood. I'm not a priest. The Levitical priesthood is gone. So therefore, we don't have to follow those laws. There's laws that's pertaining to men that don't pertain to women, and vice versa. I'm concerned about the laws that pertain to me as a husband, the father, the patriarch, and his brother. Because that's what you're going to be judged on. But they have hundreds of thousands of laws on the books, and you are subject to every single one of them. But as long as you follow his laws, his statutes, his ordinances, in every area of your life, it will bear fruit. I can guarantee you that. That's my personal testimony. But it's sad. This is what's happening. There's nothing like being out in the country and seeing this thing play out live. I mean, it's better than Suits. It's better than Game of Thrones. It's better than The Hunger Games. It's better than all these shows. I tell you, man, real life is just becoming more entertaining, more tragic, more comical than anything that they can put on Netflix. That's just true.